So I know we talked a little bit just in the background about the CT5, but I guess, just in looking at it today, kind of having it out there now and then, going to be on sale next year, what's kind of the hope or the expectation for what it'll do? I know you said, there's a strong today and there's still a strong tomorrow for it. How do you see the CT5, just the enhancements kind of resonating in the market?
Yeah, well, it's great to be at the North American International Auto Show once again, right? And to bring a vehicle like the 2025 CT5, all enhanced, lower, wider, leaner vehicle, all new exterior, front end, front fascia, new headlights, and starts to really pull in what I'd call the Cadillac DNA or icons to the vehicle, both on the exterior as well as the interior, and then an upgrade to the overall safety package and technology package with the 33-inch screen. Just a real opportunity to showcase that vehicle. And then you look backwards here over the last several years, and our Cadillac sedans overall, really good growth there, nearly 23%. And then you look at CT5 in general, August alone up almost 71%. And up 35%, 36% calendar year to date. Real opportunity for us to, again, continue to lean into those consumers who are telling us that they're interested in Cadillac as well as the product offerings that we have.
How much of that is sort of just the recovery from just some of the supply constraints of the last couple of years, and how much do you think is just kind of that natural growth and interest in the sedan itself?
Yeah, I would say a lot of it is the opportunity, right? As you look across the marketplace, there's fewer vehicles from a sedan standpoint to choose from, and then to get behind the wheel of a CT5 and the sport aspect of the vehicle, the luxury, the performance of the car, it just continues to attract the right customer to the Cadillac brand.
Is some of that too just, the sedan being kind of an accessible entry point? I know Cadillac's kind of a luxury brand, but if you're a sedan buyer, is it more affordable and more accessible to do that than maybe to step into one of the larger SUVs?
Yeah, well, that's again where the portfolio has, call it many doors or many entries into it through XT4. We got a great entry, and that enhancement just started showing up in dealers back in the June timeframe, and the introduction of all those enhancements, and now to complement it on the other end with a CT5 sedan. So we have SUVs that are being updated and upgraded, we have sedans that are being upgraded and updated, and we have the new EV portfolio that's coming to the marketplace as well, and had a lot of conversation. It's an incredible time to be with the brand because the portfolio is the strongest it's ever been.
Do you think, do you get the sense that it's sort of a comeback for sedans, if you will? I know there was a lot of discussion about how the sedan segment has just been dropping and dropping, but I wonder if it's kind of sedans in general, or maybe just sedans for the luxury consumer that might be resonating more, or that you're beginning to see?
Yeah, I think we want to spend more time with the data before we proclaim kind of where they're coming from. But as you just kind of look at this calendar year in totality, it's drawing me in, drawing our analytical team in to really take a look and see what's there, right? No decisions or conclusions yet, but there's certainly something going on in that space that we got to pay attention to.
I know you were talking about the other day just the digital retail platform, kind of how that's going to factor in with the EV. Well, it's really all vehicles, but EVs in particular. Right. Can you talk about that, kind of where that's at? Is it still pilot, or is it something that's going to build out?
Yeah, so digital retail platform, call it at the Cadillac.com level, has been fully deployed. So kind of tier 1, if you will. As you look at tier 2, tier 3, we're working through those rollout plans with the dealers. They've all enrolled, and we're working kind of in a kind of a managed rollout plan just to make sure, because every dealership, while they all operate similarly, they all have their unique structure, and the beauty of that platform is it kind of moves and expands and contracts as what the dealers need in order to help improve their overall process. But the important piece of it is from a customer experience standpoint, right? There are tried and true customers who still want to come into the dealership and have that interaction with a salesperson and the overall vehicle. The platform allows for that to go on how the dealership does the transaction with the consumer, but then you can back all the way up to kind of that shopping phase of the consumer engagement and take shopping all the way through to a full purchase.
How's Lyric production? Is it still ramping?
Yeah, so 2 months in a row, back-to-back volume, a little over 6,000 units delivered to consumers at this time, and can't be excited any more than we already are about the number of hand raisers still coming in and the opportunity to put that fantastic car in consumers' hands.
I guess just the last thing, as you're looking at the Brembo, as you were talking about, just the momentum and the product cadence and rollout that you have here, where do you kind of see the brand going? As more of those EVs come to market, do you see it taking on, just an increased kind of elevated position in the electric market? Do you see yourself challenging even more some of the other competitors in that space?
Yeah, I mean, we've always competed in kind of that tier one luxury space, and when you have a vehicle like Celestiq that's joined the portfolio in the ultra luxury space, you have Lyric filling out the portfolio, Escalade, the icon of icons in the industry from a full-size SUV, and then all the complementary vehicles like the 2025 CT5. I think we're in a great position to continue to grow the brand and lean into that momentum and again give a great customer experience through our dealer network.